Hit it, Harrison.
Take it away, H-Dog.
Welcome to Hellfire Creative Podcast, episode 12, but really episode 2.
In this format, yeah. I'm going to ignore everyone, wait.
Let me get mine
Bit of
out of
ASMR there for you.
There you go.
More ASMR. Today we're talking about favourite films.
Isn't that like something to do with breaks?
Hey? I don't know, it's just opening stuff close to a camera, isn't it?
Oh, is that thing where people go, I'm going to
ASMR,
the
that's
shop.
what it's called, yeah.
ASMR.
Horrible, it's like absolutely horrible.
It makes my skin crawl. But some people love it,
use
don't
that
they?
to go to sleep.
I'm opening a can of beans now.
But on Twitch, there's like people that will stream it and they'll get like 70k, 80k viewers and they'll just do ASMR for like 8 hours.
Why don't you do that?
Why would I do that? They just get like octopus, like fish, and they
80K
slap it about on
viewers.
walls. Like, that's so odd. Like, why are you doing that with your time?
Wow, I think we should talk about that today instead of what we were going to talk about.
Yeah. that's
What
way
other
more
things
interesting.
happen?
The movies, they're not important anymore.
It's
What
all
else
about
happens on
ASMR.
the internet? I'll be all day.
YouTube. You should check out our YouTube channel now. It's
YouTube.
informative
This is
videos.
on our YouTube channel.
It will be, and it's also on other mediums. So if you're not on our YouTube channel, go to our YouTube channel and
Check it out.
Seek out some information.
There you
What's
go.
today's topic then? What are we going to talk about today?
So today's topic is movies and our favourite movies. You know, as a production company, we all watch our fair share of movies, don't we?
so
I'm
good,
nailing
mate.
this. I'm nailing this. Should be a TV presenter.
You can be a presenter,
Smashed
mate.
it.
But
You can go first then.
yeah, we've prepared 5. Each of us have prepared
Must
5
have
for
about
you.
15.
Yeah, I've prepared about 20, but 5 is the rule. I suppose let's get started. Am I going first?
You are going first, mate.
You go
You're-
first, yeah. What's your top
I don't
five?
Sure.
need my
podcast,
list.
mate.
I don't need my list. Right.
I reckon count down. So go 5, 4, 3, 2, and then we'll talk about number 1.
Because I don't.
Oh, okay, well, what's
they're
number
just
1? Don't say it out loud. Think about what's number 1,
Yeah.
and then say the other ones before you say that.
Brilliant. Right.
Say 4 more before you say number 1.
Now You See Me Too. It's a brilliant film.
I've not seen the
I've
second
not
one.
seen it either.
I've
No.
seen
None
the
of them have
first one.
seen it. The first one is good, but the second one's much better.
It's Woody Harrelson, Mark Zuckerberg, and who else?
I know these names, but I don't know what they look like.
Mark Zuckerberg invented Facebook.
Yeah, I know. Mark
Easy.
Zuckerberg's not in it then. Because he created Facebook. He's the. I know who Mark Zuckerberg is.
Yeah,
I don't
the
think
guy who
he's
created Facebook.
Yeah, but is he in Now You See Me?
Yeah,
Is he?
yeah, he's the main guy.
You sure?
Have you seen?
The guy with the curly hair?
Have you seen The Social Network?
The guy with the. No.
Yeah. Oh,
The
then
guy-
you won't get it.
Oh, is that the where they create Facebook and then he, but like, I've seen the clips of that, yeah.
Yeah.
And then he
Based
goes
on a true
mental.
story.
Of Facebook.
I thought he was just the actor of Mark
he
Zuckerberg.
is, yeah.
Oh, so he's not actually Mark
No.
Zuckerberg.
No,
Oh, so you're confusing me now.
Ladies and gentlemen, Harrison.
I'm
Right.
intelligent.
So you've got Now You See Me Too, which we've not seen. I probably have seen it. Is
Yeah.
Michael Caine still? Is Michael Caine in this one?
Yes.
Isn't
he-
Morgan Freeman also in this one?
Yes.
They bring in the Morgan Freeman.
Morgan Freeman is in it.
He's not in the first one, though, is he? Morgan Freeman.
I believe he's in the end of the first one.
Okay.
But as
Isn't
a
he
film,
the Mark in the first one?
I've not seen them. What is it? Comedy?
So it's like a film about magic. It's a movie about
Magic,
these,
baby.
they're called the Four Horsemen, and they
Oh,
do these
mate,
magic tricks.
It's pretty cringy.
It's good.
I have
It's
seen
very
it,
good.
yeah,
It's
It's like a heist type
very
thing.
good.
Yeah, it's like Ocean's
yeah.
11 with magic. So imagine you take all the cool.
And I made 2 of them.
It sucked all the cool out of Ocean's 11.
What is Ocean's 11?
It's like Now You See Me, but without the magic.
Without magic.
All right. I'm not a fan of magic. Can we get that out of the way? Because I'm not a fan.
I love
of
magic.
But
Magic's
the second film, it just with your head loads.
You've sworn, man.
I swear.
Only because of YouTube algorithm.
Sorry, guys.
We'll bleep it out. You can bleep it
Yeah.
out.
Yeah,
It messes with your head, right? I've not seen it.
it messes with your head.
How does it mess with your head?
Plot twists.
Oh,
It's like plot twist
like
after
M.
plot
Night
twist. and then
Shyamalan.
You feel like you know the end plot twist, and then there's another plot twist.
Like
and there's just
magic in
loads
the
of them.
plot.
it's like magic
The first
with
time
magic.
you watch it, it's just like whoever made it is magic.
Who did make it?
I couldn't tell you.
What a review. What a review.
What a review.
Whoever
So
made
if you
it was
haven't seen
magic.
Now You See, and that's not even your number 1 film.
I'd say that's top 10, but I like it.
We said a week ago top 5, but
Yeah.
it's all good.
Well, this is
There's
top
about
5-ish.
20,
I know, but-
these are just
Right,
the
okay,
ones I've come up with.
next in your
Come on,
top
come on,
5 list.
Right, Maze Runner is a lovely
Not
film.
seen it. I'd love to see that.
No,
Actually, I was
They've
going to
not
watch
seen
it.
Maze Runner. There's 3 Maze Runners, 4 books.
They've not made the fourth one yet, or have they just combined?
I think they combined it. I haven't watched
Probably a
because I don't
weaker
watch
book.
films anymore. So it's been a couple of years since I've seen it.
You don't watch films anymore.
I watch some like which we'll get to in a minute, like comfort films, but I don't watch like
okay. You
action.
don't watch new
anymore.
films. Okay, that's fine.
Cool.
Next.
Maze Runner. Next. Fine. Next.
We don't need to go through all
Right.
of it.
Yeah.
What is next?
Air
Harry
Buds.
Potter. I've got to say Harry Potter. Well, I don't know what Airbuds is. Spooky ghosts or something.
No, Airbuds. Isn't it like about dogs
No,
that fly?
it's not called Airbuds. It's called something buds, or pups.
Space Buds.
Space buds, space buds, spooky puds. I don't know. It's just Halloween. No one's ever heard of these.
What's a good one?
Harry Potter. Which is your favourite Harry Potter?
The 8th one's amazing.
Is that the
So
last
is the
one?
first. Yeah. So is the 4th. They're all amazing. They're all very good. I don't really watch them anymore, but I used to know all the lyrics to like all the films. That's how
All the
much-
lyrics.
Yeah, that's how much I used to watch.
I think
it.
we might have to pause.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to.
Someone's decided to scrape.
There's been a notification. Bit of gardening there for you guys.
Magic stopped.
Starts.
That. is what
You
call
can't hear it.
magic.
No one can hear it. That's the thing. We always talk about these
Yeah,
things, and actually,
but you
because the
can't
podcast
actually
studio
hear
is so well insulated, you can hear stuff, but
Amazing.
these microphones are amazing.
You can actually book it now, can't you?
Yeah, if you go to
So-
hellfirecreative.com, you can find all the phone numbers you need to book. Yeah,
Do
good
it.
work. So Harry Potter.
Yeah, Harry Potter.
Is it like a
Standard
like all of the Harry Potter films, or is it just that?
1, 4, and 8. I don't know. They're all brilliant.
I think the one with
Three's amazing.
Gary
Sirius
Oldman's my
Black.
favourite. Sirius Black, yeah.
Yeah, that's number 3. That's really good.
What's
Did you
the
know?
one where with the time travel?
That is, I think, believe. It's not all of the things. I think that might be the
Isn't
6th.
that the? Yeah, that's the one with the.
Yeah,
I think that's the sick one.
I think that's the 6th or the 7th.
I like the Harry Potter films. I think they're quite easy to sit and watch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My daughter likes them.
Mm-hmm.
She's only got up to the 5th or 6th one, but they do get scarier and more grown up as the kids get more grown up, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Dexter got into them. So my son, but this I think it's the second one with the spider.
Yeah.
yeah.
No, the spider terrifies me.
He
Terrifies
he
me.
loved Harry Potter, and I don't think he watched it ever
Yeah.
since.
No, I've been
When he saw
to
that,
Harry Potter
only
World
second.
Have you?
like 3 times,
Any
and
good?
they added the spider last
Oh.
time I went. There's the forest now. The spider's. I'm arachnophobic, so
Oh,
the
mate.
spider is terrifying. It's like
Arachnophobic.
massive. Words are words. Is my
He's saying it.
right? Words are words.
I know, but this is an educational podcast for you as well. I
Mm.
think like you need to, you're learning every day because you
I am
know
learning.
originally this was meant to be a learning placement for you working here, but now
No, it's a job.
now it's just your job.
No, it's a
so
job.
you should
Just.
learn something new every day.
You do. We said this last time. We're
Yeah.
repeating ourselves.
Did
What
we?
have you learnt today? Because I asked you this last time. Maybe this will be a.
I learned
thing for you
about.
every
I
week.
watched whilst I was waiting for the Hot Point washing machine tumble dryer repairman to come today, and I was also working on the Max Factor edit from last night. I learned about Kai, the homeless hitchhiker.
Okay.
Do you remember that guy with the hatchet and homeless guy with the hatchet who went smash, smash, smash?
Did you send
Yeah.
something about that in the group chat then? Because
No.
I saw something this morning about a hitchhiker. Called
Oh no, I was Be Real. It was my Be Real, I think.
Oh, that might be it then.
Might be my
Because
Be
I
Real.
just, I've got a little
Heavily to
memory
Be
of
Real. I'm down with the kids.
it. Be real.
Be Real.
Don't miss a day.
I missed a day yesterday, I think, or the day before.
Where we at? 2?
What did you learn today?
I haven't learned
Oh, on the
anything
notes?
yet, mate. Been working.
It is early.
It is early.
It's like 3, don't it?
Sort
But
of.
still early.
I've got to go for it. So better not.
Right, number 2.
2?
I believe. Yes, 2. Right. Movies.
Come on, because
Right,
have you got
listen.
your number one in your head ready to go?
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
right.
Just so you don't say your
I'm
number one.
just gonna say, give you a comfort movie, right? It's a movie. It's long, but I can just watch it loads of times. Cinematically, it's great. Comedy's great. Story's great. The plot's great. It is great.
It's just great.
10 out of 10 movie. The Wolf of Wall Street.
Oh
right?
yeah.
Oh, yes.
I'll give you that one.
Banging
Yeah.
film. It's
Yeah.
immaculate to the T. I will say
Immaculate to
that.
the T. Wow.
To the T. Yeah, it's a very good film.
Brilliant
Do you know
film.
what I mean? If you ain't seen it, watch it. Unless you're
great
like 12,
movie.
then I wouldn't watch it. But
I just I love it. I think it's I think it might be one of Scorsese's best, especially for like
no idea who that
it's
is.
not it's the guy directed it.
oh right, yeah.
I mean all over The Irishman.
Yeah.
I've
was
watched
his-
The Irishman. That
Oh,
is a bit
God,
shit.
it's just so
It is a bit
boring.
It's just shit.
I had to watch it in 3 parts.
I think it's
Yeah,
funny,
I
but
did
it is
as well.
boring. Like it's, there are a couple funny
Yeah.
parts, but the plot's just boring.
I think I could, if I was at the cinema with The
I
Irishman.
started Kingsman, and I don't really like Kingsman.
No, it's nothing like The Kingsman, mate.
Yes, it is. They're like posh, suited up Irish people who think they're hard. It's like the exact same
I
thing.
don't think it's anything like The Kingsman because that's a secret agent film. Comedy action secret agent film, and The Irishman is kind of like a
The guy with
I
the
don't know
ginger beard, right? Who's like walks around giving it to all the rude boys.
I
That's the
think
Irishman,
you're
right?
talking about The Gentleman
Oh, yeah,
with
that's the one I'm talking about.
with Charlie Hinnaman
Is
and
the Irishman the twins? The 2 twins? No, I'm talking about
No.
The Gentleman. Yeah, I'm talking about The Gentleman. Different topic, different films.
yeah. One's by Guy Ritchie and the other one is by
because they're
Martin
Irish.
Scorsese. Yeah. Okay.
Be careful.
Okay. All right. Okay. Well, some say. I mean, some would say that Guy Ritchie is an English Martin Scorsese. Don't know who would say it,
I
but
don't know either.
No idea what. they're
okay.
talking
Then
about.
number one. Come
Number
on,
one.
hit us with your number one.
Right, now number 1, A Silent Voice.
This is the anime one that you.
It's an anime. Before, so, you know, a lot of people, they're not going to want it, they're not going to like it, they're going to think it's an animation, it's absolutely horrible, it's incredible, right? The story it tells, like, the scenes is incredible, the dialogue is incredible, it's emotional, it made me upset. Me. Could you
Upset or just like,
imagine? Like,
cry-
upset.
You got really upset.
I don't.
okay.
I was like on the verge of crying, and I'll admit that now. It's a
won't watch it
very
then.
upsetting, however, incredible film.
Is it incredible? Is it?
It's better than incredible. I can't.
Better than
That's
incredible.
as far as my English dialogue goes. But
So what's the basic plot outline of
so
Silent
there
Voice?
is a deaf girl
Okay.
who joins a school, and it starts off with them as kids, and this kid is like sort of bullies the girl because
What a bastard.
he wants to get everyone to like him and laugh, and then in the future, it's about 4 years later, that kid is now like in a I don't want to say it because I don't want to trigger warnings, but he's not in a great state of life, that kid, and he just regrets it, and then he meets the girl again, and they sort of like fall in love and
Become friends. Or they
become
fall
very
in
good
love.
friends, and he clears his sins, you could say.
Oh,
I
okay.
don't really know.
As you could say. Okay, so this is a nice little coming of age story, you would say.
Yeah,
Okay. So what I will watch it. As it's
very
your
good.
number one, I will watch
I'm
it.
going to check it out, definitely.
he's very good.
Yeah. Excellent.
Cool.
It's not on Netflix anymore though. They took it off.
Oh, did they?
Oh, I won't watch it
I was
then.
heartbroken.
I'm sure you could probably download it somewhere or buy it
Somehow.
somewhere.
Who next?
Who next? I don't know. I'll go next then. I haven't really got a top 5, but I can just name some films that I think
You do
are
that
absolutely
quick
amazing.
fire.
Team America.
Never heard of it.
Excellent.
Never,
Yeah.
mate. It is insane. It's so funny. It's so rude. It's just crazy. It's all done with puppets.
Oh, it does sound like a
Marionettes.
bit of meat then.
It's
By
it's
the
made by
guys
the same.
that did South Park.
Yeah, and
Oh,
basketball.
it must be
Yeah.
sick then.
It is
I love
so
South
sick.
Park. South Park's incredible.
I think Team America is one of those films that if it's on, I think I'll just sit and watch the whole. I'll go. Oh, I'll put Team America on. It's on Paramount Plus now.
Oh, amazing.
I don't have Paramount. What else?
Then Ghostbusters 2.
Good film. Good film.
Um,
Original.
I'd say Ghostbusters in there as well. It's pretty sick as well. But Ghostbusters 2 for me is my favourite one.
Is that the one with the big white ghost? You know, the little fat guy. Which
The
one's
big white
one-
ghost, the little fat guy. You mean Ghostbusters Stay Puft Marshmallow Mate?
Marshmallow Man. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Which
the
one's
first
he
one.
in? Yeah, I like that one.
Yeah, no, this one's the one with Vigo, the car
The
painting.
painting.
With the painting and the
painting we've got.
tunnel of slime and all that. It's
Right.
absolutely fantastic, flawless
So
film.
good.
Janosch is a brilliant like sidekick bad guy, and yeah, Vigo is a brilliant bad guy, and the whole film's brilliant. The writing's brilliant. It's amazing. Goonies. These are just films that I
Brilliant
love.
film,
Really, Goonies
yeah.
is brilliant. Apparently, they're making another one.
Really?
They're making
really?
a grown-up Goonies with all the same cast.
people.
They've been threatening him for a while, haven't they?
I hope Corey Feldman's in it because I think he needs a bit of
Yeah.
he needs something because he's lost his
bored.
mind. He's lost his mind. And then obviously Samwise Gamgee will be in it. Who else? What else? That's 3, right?
That is.
I need
3.
one more, and then I can do my big one. RoboCop.
I've heard it's great.
So good.
Never seen it.
RoboCop remake, RoboCop 3, RoboCop 2 in that order, and then the series.
It's fair.
Yeah,
It's fair.
I'm actually really gutted that they didn't make a second RoboCop with a remake because I think
I really enjoyed it. I thought it was great.
Yeah.
There's a lot of hate.
I just don't know
But
where
it-
the hate was, where it was coming from.
I think the hate just came from day one. Like as soon as it was announced, let's just.
Why are you
slag
remaking
that?
that? Well,
Yeah.
what they did was they told the same story, but they didn't they just did their own thing with it, and they made it really good. It still had elements of the Paul Verhoeven one in there with like the new stuff with Samuel L. Jackson's character was brilliant in it. I think they made it way more serious than the Paul Verhoeven one. They took out all the comedy and they just made it a really good crime action thriller. So yeah, I rate both, but I think when we went to see RoboCop in 4K, the original at the cinema, I'd never seen it in cinema obviously because I was one. It was amazing.
Well, definitely one of the best cinema experiences.
Yeah.
So good.
And it was the only added extras into it, and the director's cut was just way more gunshots and way more blood.
It felt so much more violent.
Yeah.
Like when I first watched it as a kid, it was shocking. I think I was 10.
Yeah.
I tricked my mum into getting it from the
Yeah, I
video
tricked my
shop
nan
for
into
it.
getting it for me.
So, oh yeah, it's RoboCop.
He's a robot cop, mum. How serious is it going to be?
I'll never forget. After 10 minutes, she was like, "So that's the 30th F word in 10 minutes. It's insane."
Yeah.
So good.
I'll
So
have to
good.
watch one.
Mate, you
Which one's
need
the
to see
best one?
RoboCop.
You've got to watch
RoboCop.
them in order.
No, just watch RoboCop, the original,
Oh,
and then watch the remake. Don't worry about RoboCop 2 and 3 because they're stupid.
They are stupid.
RoboCop 3 is only better than RoboCop 2 because it's got robot, android, samurai fighters. That's the only reason it's good.
Samurai
And a
fighters
jetpack.
are sick.
I just think the difference in 2 and 3 compared to the original is just.
It's just different directors, isn't it? It's different. It's just like it became a
Hate it
toy
when it
advert.
happens, like they make a film and then they won't make a new one straight away, but like 5 years later they make a second
That's
with a
pretty much
different
what they did,
director, and it is just not the same. It's just never as good.
I think Paul Verhoeven's his additions to those scripts, and that was what made that film brilliant. I think probably RoboCop. I mean, I've watched that the films that made us about RoboCop, and it's brilliant. And like,
Yeah.
obviously the writer was a script. He would get scripts through, and he'd read through them, and then he'd hand them off to producers, say this is a good one, and he was like, "Oh, I could do better than what was coming through," and that's why he wrote RoboCop. And then then Paul Verhoeven got signed onto it by Orion, and then the rest is history. It was amazing. But yeah, it was carnage apparently on set, but it's a great film. And then I do want to chuck in an honourable mention to the first Turtles film.
What's Turtles? Ninja Turtles.
Bruv, have you not seen the original Turtles
I've
film?
seen Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, the original Ninja
Oh
Turtles
right,
film.
yeah.
Because there's the new one coming out soon by Seth
Yeah, I
Rogen.
heard
So
this.
and Seth Rogen, whatever he touches, except for James Franco, turns to gold.
Have you? What's the? I don't know if it is the original or not. But it's like I didn't think it was an animation, but then I think I've watched it back a couple of years ago and it was. It's like one, and then Raphael, the red one, turns evil.
Oh, that's Rise of the
That one's
Ninja
sick.
Turtles. That is sick.
I remember watching that.
That's
when
an
I was, like,
animated one.
6. I love it. It's so good. I was young.
Yeah, well, no, I think it might be a
Younger
different one
than
then.
me,
Yeah, it
innit?
must be that one because is that when Krang gets over his break? Takes over
Yeah,
his
and
break?
you've got all them
Bruv,
rock people, and then they're just sick, and they
Mate,
batter
that
everyone.
film, right?
That's
So that's
incredible.
another Turtles film that's good. You should all watch
Yeah.
it.
I haven't watched that
Rise
since
of the
I've been
Ninja
about 10
Turtles,
years,
and
but
it's that's
brilliant.
brilliant. But the first Turtles film, which came out in '89,
89,
I'm not
90,
sure if I've
something
seen
like
that
that. Yeah.
it's so it's like Batman Begins, like how earnest
Really
and like
good.
gritty it is. Like it's like the original proper like comic book movie that stayed true to like the comics, apart from not being black and white because the comics were black and white. But I love that. I remember going to see the second one, The Secret of the Ooze.
Secret of the Ooze, yeah.
And with my friend at school, and I got a Burger King kids club meal with a Michelangelo magnifying glass.
Amazing.
That he never uses magnifying glass in the films. So I was really annoyed. But now my kid's got Turtles toys and like he loves Turtles and we watch Turtles all the time.
Ninja Turtles, incredible.
But my favourite film, well, I'm going to say is my favourite film at the moment in the last 10, 15 years, There Will Be Blood, Paul Thomas Anderson. Mate, it's like every shot is like a postcard. Like every shot in it is beautifully shot, it's beautifully written. There's so much, the pacing of it is amazing. The acting throughout is amazing. Like Paul Dano and Daniel Day-Lewis, right? Because Paul Dano was played the Riddler in the recent The Batman, and he was absolutely amazing in that.
Yeah.
He was absolutely amazing as Eli and Paul Sunday in There Will Be Blood. But that film was brilliant. The basic plot line is
What's it about?
it's about an oil man. He's a guy who drills for oil. He goes around. He's a bit of a dickhead. He rips people off. So one of his workers dies in there's some brutal deaths in
Did
it
you
as
just
well.
kill people?
No, he does kill people, but he doesn't know that a lot of oil rigs just collapse on people. So he adopts one of these workers' sons because he dies on the thing, obviously, and then that son goes deaf. And he has to, there's a deaf love story in it, mate. Yeah, you'll like that.
Okay.
And then obviously, Paul Dano plays Eli Sunday, who's like a bit of a preacher. Well, he is a preacher, and it's the battle between them. It's almost like the battle between good and evil, but they're both evil. And watch it if you haven't watched it. If you're a fan of films or if you're a fan of cinematography or anything like that, I would say this is the perfect film. Everything about it is amazing. It's on Paramount Plus, but I think it might be on Netflix.
I don't even know what Paramount is.
I'll find you a copy so you can watch it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
On to
That's a
Baz.
good list. Oh, thanks, mate. Top 5 at the minute, because it just always changes.
Yeah.
So my number 5 is Popstar. Never Stop,
What a
Never
film.
Stopping.
Amazing
What
film.
an amazing film.
Amazing
I
film.
think that might be one of the funniest films ever made.
It's just
Yeah,
brilliant.
it's brilliant.
When we first got this studio, I think we must have played that soundtrack when we were building this
Yeah.
place.
And then we made
Every
people watch
day.
it after the football that time, didn't we? It's just, I remember we were in the pub and our friend Simon came Saturday and he goes, I watched a film the other day that I never thought I'd enjoy it. And he went, it's called Popstar, Never Stop. And we went, yeah, it's like one of the best films ever made. He was like, it is one of the best films I've ever seen.
It's just so funny.
It's really good.
I love the journey. I love every song is a banger.
Yeah.
How many times we've driven to jobs just listening to that?
Oh, yeah.
We've not listened to it for a while actually. I've got to
Yeah.
revisit it, but
It's
just
so good.
I haven't
excellent.
seen the film in a while. I watched it 3 times when it first came out.
It's just one of those things fuck, I'm going to watch it now. It's like you could put it on
Just
upstairs.
watch a scene
Yeah.
and it's just excellent. It's absolutely
Yeah.
excellent.
The cameos, the style it's made in, it's kind of a bit like it's mockumentary at some
Yeah.
points. Then it's not mockumentary. It's it's so bizarre,
Yeah.
and every character is just the worst, best version of that. So good.
Yeah.
I think
That
it's
is
nice seeing I don't know his name, the actor's name. You know the main character.
Yes.
Yeah,
It's
Andy
weird
Samberg.
seeing
Andy
him
Samberg.
playing a role like that because he's in so many things, but he's never really played that role before.
But he does the Lonely
I find it
Island,
fascinating.
which
I
is
know, I've never seen
which is
that.
it's written directed by the Lonely Island. So it's him and 2 other guys, and they make parody songs. So they did that. Jack Sparrow song with Michael
Yeah.
Bolton? They did I Just Had Sex with Akon. They did Dick in a Box with Justin Timberlake. It's just funny music, and it's just made so well. So yeah, I love that film. Good choice.
My Sunday afternoon happy film is The Martian, even though it's really bleak because it just gets stuck on Mars.
Yeah,
You seen that?
No,
it's a good film.
It's a great fucking
I've seen the
movie.
trailer. I've seen the trailer.
You're right. It's kind of feel good, isn't it?
Yeah. He's stuck on Mars. It's
Yeah.
bleak. He's going to run out of food. And, he's
Does he
just...
survive?
yeah, it's based on a true story. as
Oh,
well.
right.
Yeah.
Well done to the spaceman that survived, if you're still alive. You have my.
Called Elon Musk.
Yeah.
What? Elon Musk ain't been to space.
Yeah, he survived on Mars and he came back.
Really? I thought he just sent all his cars up into space.
No. Only he sent one
It's
car.
based on Elon Musk. Oh, you're lying. Are you lying? See, I don't know. No, they're definitely
Not
lying.
been to Mars, mate.
No one's
I know.
lived on
Yeah.
Mars.
No, but it's not on Mars, is it? I thought it was at the International
called The
Space
Martian.
Station.
No,
Oh, I'm talking about a different film then. There was a film that came out a couple of years ago.
You talking about Moon?
All space films are the same, like, sort of plot, do they not?
This is they are normally. Yeah, something happens in space, and then
Moon's great.
Moon is great.
I love
Never heard of
Moon.
it.
Moon is brilliant.
Good
I
film.
think Moon's one of those films that you kind of go, oh, I've not seen that, and then you watch it and you go, oh, I've seen this like 10 times. Same as
Yeah.
Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. I've seen that film so many times. I go, oh, I've never seen Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, and you watch
I
like the
recognise
first.
the name of that.
Alright, so it's Robert Downey Jr. It's the reason. So Kiss Kiss Bang Bang is the film that got Robert Downey Jr. the Iron Man job, bizarrely,
Right.
because they said, they were like watched it, and John Favreau went, he could play a superhero, because he kind of plays a bit of a detective in it. So
Right.
anyway, sorry.
Yeah, so it's a great film. Great film. Should watch it. Probably Ridley Scott's last good film.
Did he do The Martian?
Ridley Scott.
I didn't know. I didn't know that.
Might have to fact check that. I think
I don't know.
I think he did.
I just don't know.
I'm sure he did.
Do you know? I don't know who did it.
Who
so
is
that's
Ricky
why-
Scott?
Ridley.
Who is Ridley
It's
Scott?
Ricky Gervais's brother.
Ricky.
B-Tech
Ricky.
the Riddler. That's who that is.
Can't say that.
The Riddler's not a good person. Surely he doesn't get offended there.
He did. He did.
He did?
He did.
Just one of the.
I didn't doubt you. I just didn't know. I was just.
I started to doubt myself then.
Wow. Yeah,
That's
that
just
is.
like getting
I
nervous
never
on
doubted
that-
it
do you
for a
know what?
second.
I think you might be right.
Yeah, because
But he's been signed. He's just signed up to do something. He's coming back to do a film. Ridley Scott. I can't remember what it was. It just
Yeah, I
got
can't
announced
remember
yesterday, I
off the top of
think.
my head.
But yeah. Anyway,
number 3 is The Dark Knight.
great film.
Bit me.
Just Joker performance tonight is
Yeah.
just insane.
As someone's posted, I was on Reddit the other day looking at stuff as like I do, and someone went, "Is there another performance that people slated as much before it happened as Heath Ledger being Joker?" Because I remember people going, "Why the hell have they got Heath Ledger? But he's from 10 Things I Hate About You. Why is he the?" And then like the immediate switch from when they see it. There's probably loads of roles that have been slagged off and gone, "Oh, he's not very good for it." But for it to be like that much hate and get that much praise, I think.
It's insane. And everyone goes on about the bank heist and everything. Pencil Trick is
Pencil Trick.
shocking. Like
Yeah.
seeing that in the cinema the first time was so impactful. I was like, oh my
Never
god, this
heard of
guy
it.
is relentless. You are?
Pencil Trick?
Have you seen Dark Knight?
No.
Oh,
I've
right.
seen loads of the Batman films, but that's one of the new
Mate,
ones.
this is
isn't
the
it?
best
I
one.
haven't
We've got the box set upstairs.
Yeah,
Take it home with you, and then
please.
watch all the behind the
Please
scenes
watch
footage
it.
as well, because that's like a masterclass.
If I'm being honest, it's not a bit of me, DC.
It's not DC, mate. It's different. It's Batman. Batman is
DC.
completely separate to DC though, because
I don't
DC
like
is.
Batman. I can't stand him.
Oh my god.
He doesn't kill anyone. He's like, oh, justice. He just winds me up. Right?
But the Joker kills lots of people in it.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
like
so
the
you
Joker.
can
Might
like,
get
yeah, and it's a really good.
It's the best.
portrayal
of
I
Joker.
think it's the best Joker, but I also like. I like Jack Nicholson one as well.
I
It's
like.
fantastic.
Yeah, it pales in
Everyone goes
comparison
mental
to
at me
Heath
when I say
Ledger.
this, but I know you don't like the first Suicide Squad, but I really like the Joker in the first Suicide Squad. He's
The
like-
Jared Leto Joker.
my favourite Joker.
Hands down the worst
Worst.
Joker.
How is he? He's like sick, and he looks sick. He just looks.
No,
cool.
he looks like Lil Xan or whatever. Some like
Lil
mumble
Xan,
rapper.
made up rapper.
Lil Xan is not a made up rapper. It's
I-
Lil
I
Xan.
know-
Lil
no, Lil
Xan's
Xan
the-
is a real rapper.
Lil
but he
Xan is
doesn't
the
look-
rapper who didn't eat
Xans
too.
don't meet. Oh, copyright.
He's the guy who ate too many flaming hot Cheetos, didn't he? And went to hospital.
I've no idea.
Oh
I
no,
don't
someone
listen to
died, didn't they?
American
Some
rappers.
mumble rapper died eating too many Cheetos.
What way to go, eh?
What way to go?
I'm sorry, that's nuts.
You shouldn't laugh at people's dying though.
Shouldn't,
That's,
no.
that's sad. So yeah, I think you should definitely watch Heath Ledger play the Joker.
Arkham Knight, whatever it's called. Dark Knight, sorry.
Dark Knight.
So you think Jared Leto's the best Joker, but you haven't seen Heath Ledger's Joker. So how
Well,
can you...
I've only seen like 2 Jokers. Yeah, I haven't seen
Which
the
was
movie,
the other one
Joker.
you've seen?
Well, the original Batman. I've seen the 2 Tim Burton Batmans.
Okay.
I think they're both really good.
But you don't.
I hate Batman, but those 2 films are really good, and I really like Jared Leto's Joker. I've
them
not seen
films
the
are
one that
good
you're talking
because
about.
they're old. They're like really old.
This
They're
one's
good. Like,
this one's like 15
the
years
Penguin
old.
is sick.
Yeah.
But then when it's new,
Danny DeVito is sick.
you know the guy from Twilight? Is that the one you're talking about? The guy
No, we're
who-
talking about the Christian Bale one.
What's the Batman that the guy from Twilight plays Batman? Which
Mate,
one's
that's
that?
the most recent one. That's very good.
The Batman.
Yeah,
The
I
Batman.
couldn't watch that. He's a vampire. Like.
I think you need to forgive him for Twilight because he was brilliant as Cedric Diggory in...
He was sick at Cedric. I love Cedric.
My boy!
I love that scene because everyone's just like cheering and then he's just got some dad. My boy.
It's
his
quite
son's
sad that
dead.
everyone's cheering Harry
Yeah.
and Cedric's dead. Brilliant. I
gone.
love
He's
that
gone.
there's like Harry Potter bants.
Yeah.
My boy!
Right. Honourable mention to American Psycho.
What film?
I've only seen clips. I like the main character guy though. I think he's
Bale.
funny.
Christian Bale plays Batman.
Who plays Batman?
He plays Batman.
Oh really? He's
Dark
just
Knight.
horrible to people, isn't he? He's funny.
He's just a yuppie, isn't he? Really?
Yeah, that's great. I'm gonna put my top 1, 2 and 1. I'm gonna sort of
Mix
roll into one because I can't decide. Going from The Dark Knight, which Christopher Nolan was like at his peak, I think, at that point there, and then passing the torch to Villeneuve with Blade Runner 2049 and Dune. I think they're amazing. But the films before that, even Arrival,
Arrival's
Sick,
really good.
Enemy, they're so
I don't
good.
think I've seen Enemy.
Oh, it's
You
quite,
d-
it's
I remember
really
someone
good.
telling me I should watch it.
Yeah, it's really good.
I need to watch it.
It's really good. But
I probably have seen it.
Yeah, Blade Runner 2049
So good.
to reboot a film and make a sequel sort of what 30 years later, and
It's
I actually think
really
it's
good.
stronger than the first one.
What is Blade Runner like about? What's the plot? Because I've never actually seen it.
It's about
It's about
humankind basically rotting into the end.
So it's like Wally.
Kind of, yes.
It's a VTech.
Wally-esque.
It's a VTech Wally.
BTEC Wally.
Definitely not BTEC. But yeah, and then June, going to see that in the cinema, and that was some.
I didn't.
I
I
mean, it
didn't
was-
do it. I was so lazy on that. I should have.
But the risk in that, because obviously the controversy around the original film,
Yeah.
but the world building in June is insane, and the cinematography, the music is incredible in that.
Same
It's so
cinematographer as the Batman.
Yeah, yeah,
Can't remember his name. Garth something
yeah,
or someone Daniel Garth or something like that.
something like that.
Something like that. I should know.
It's just
If there is anything I look for, like in a film, it is world building. Like
Yeah.
if something that has good world building, it's always amazing.
June is so complex anyway that
What's it about?
I just think I can't.
It
summarise
is
in there.
about
Go on.
it's about kind of like a massive game of Risk. It's like a film about like it's
I
just
don't play
leadership.
Risk.
It's like battles. It's a battle of. It's like leadership and land and betrayal. It's like the perfect. It's like a big opera. It's
Game
like a
of
massive
Thrones.
opera. It's like a big but it's Game of Thrones, but on such a smaller scale, but also a much bigger
Massive,
scale.
yeah.
Like it's 6 books, I think, of the actual
Yeah.
of Dune, and it's about
Oh, Dune. I thought you were saying
Dune.
June.
Dune.
Oh, I've seen the trailer for Dune
Oh, okay.
on YouTube loads of
You
times.
should watch the film. It's insane. It's insanely good. Jeff Sky,
Yeah.
watch it. It's on
on
Sky.
there. Yeah.
So is, in fact, all these films are probably on Sky.
Yeah.
Cinema. It's about Arrakis or Dune, and it's about spice, which is like a amalgamation of coke, LSD, just general food. It's the spice of life, I think, is what it's meant to be about. But it's about that. It's about ownership of this land, Arrakis. We're the only place in the universe where they make spice. But spice is also made by the worms, which you don't know until we're in
It's
the park.
spiced like a drug from the thing. Or
It's a
spiced
drug,
from
yeah, but they
loads of
like
food.
it's like it's like a drug. It's like
High
it's a bit like Limitless as well.
Yeah. It's just high focus for the space navigators, isn't it? So,
it's insane.
yeah.
We're not going to tell you about what we're going to talk about next week
No, we're not. That'll be a
because
surprise.
we haven't thought of it.
Oh, I thought of it. It's in my head. It's a
He's got
secret
it.
though. It's a
Okay,
secret.
Harrison's now the new de facto host of the Hellfire Creator podcast.
Go.
He's in charge of it all now.
It's got to be good then.
Well, go on, do the sign off.
Well, it's been fun, hasn't it?
Always
If
is,
you've
mate.
enjoyed this week's episode of the Hellfire podcast, come back next week. If you missed last week's episode, just go back, watch
Go
it.
back.
I know you've got the time. Thanks for watching. It's been fun. It's been fun.
It's been fun.
I'll see you guys later.
Laters.
Like, share, subscribe, etc.
All that. Just do it all.
Cheers.